Raw, Project Stone, Docu 28. Now we're going to be taking a look at the $61 million subaward. Nevada's own 2026 APSR just confessed the entire national Title IV-E crime scene. So I dropped the official notice of subaward from the State of Nevada Division of Child and Family Services to Clark County DFS, foster care program under Title IV-E of Social Security Act. Line 6, other, $61,211,877. Total approved budget in 2026, $61,211,877. This is the exact federal cash the state admitted in their own 2026 Annual Progress and Services Report. The same report that confesses they're failing kids on every single federal metric while cashing the checks. You remember the drop I linked? The one showing the $61 million a year baseline? This is it. This is the annual Title IV-E jackpot. Now, connected to everything I just dropped in docs 1 through 27. Amendment number 2, the exact document where the cartel flipped the switch. Page 2 spells it out. Amendment number 2 included contract services eligible for federal Title IV-E funding reimbursement. Taxpayer dollars across America should never be flipped into Title IV-E double dip revenue streams that traffic children under color of law. Here's how the fraud machine works. Clark County pays a private cartel the full daily rates we exposed in Amendment number 1, $22.45 to $42.52 per day, siblings $38 to $40.96 per day, specialized up to $42.52, behavioral and medically fragile add-ons stack into $1,288.02 per month per child. Clothing and school supplies on top of that. Then Clark County turns around and claims a full federal Title IV-E reimbursement on that exact same placement of the $61,211,877 you're looking at. One child, 2 funding streams. This is double dipping by design. It was engineered to be a double dip ATM cash machine made off vulnerable children. Approved, paid. The state's own 2026 APSR admits the truth while they keep the cash flowing. Training social workers to do TPR. Permanency item 6, only 53.19% strength versus federal 90%. Prevention services item 2, 71.43% versus 90%, down from 85%. Risk assessment item 3, 69.23% versus 90%. Reoccurrence of maltreatment 11.4% versus national 9.07% worse. Maltreatment in care 10.97% versus 9.07% worse. Family involvement in case planning, items 13, only 59.68% versus 90%. Sibling placement 84% versus 90%. Relative placement 70.21% versus 90%. Caseworker visits with parents, 43.75% versus 90%. Mental health, 70% versus 90%. They admit in their own paperwork that the system is broken, but they keep kids in long-term foster, APPLA, 88.89%. Reentry is higher than the national average, and they claim the federal dollars anyway. I dropped the full escalation chain, amendment number 3, number 4 at 87.9 million, number 5 at 103 million, number 6 locking the final $121,968,005.10 contract value. Every fiscal table lists the same cartel names. Ownership disclosures. Shirley Holdman, 100%. Erica Severs, 100%. Sandalock, 50-50. Tippett family, Stuckley at 80%. Valor was running Olive Crest. All signed and filed. Then you got Steve Wolfson's office. The guy, the district attorney who lets the baby killer free. Approved as to form on every amendment while stonewalling my personal FOIA that every parent should be entitled to. I dropped the Davenport Police Department records, the Iowa CAD with HBO disposition, the 911 tipster loops across multiple states, California, Nevada, Texas, Oklahoma, all feeding the same pipeline while homeschool notices of intent sat on file. Multi-year NOSA totals from the same stack. 356 million, 10,202 federal, plus 197,642,126 state local match equals 553,000. Oh, excuse me. $553,652,328 in Title IV-E cash over the SFY 21-26, all for placement costs, no prevention. This is not theory. This is their own unredacted government records from Docu 1 through Docu 27, proven RICO, 18 U.S. Section 241, conspiracy against rights, 18 U.S. Section 242, deprivation of rights under color of law, 14th Amendment violations, and crimes against humanity. A multi-state, multinational human trafficking pipeline as child welfare. Ventura, Las Vegas, that's ground zero. Then you got Maximus that scaled the exact same double-dip blueprint nationwide and worldwide. Every county, every state, every country now runs the same price list, the same pre-bid collusion, the same ownership disclosures, the same 121 million revenue machine. Stone 911 and WonderGrid are the reset. Pattern tracking at the very first 911, 311 intake. Shared verifiable data across every agency and every jurisdiction. Evidence before force, so the low evidence loops end at the gate everywhere. The private labyrinth is fully mapped in their own paperwork. The maze is cracking wide open from the coast to coast and across the globe, all the way to the stars. This is for every mom, every dad, every child, and every family in every country, every state, and every nation on earth. The mountain is moving. All it takes is just a tiny little bit of faith. Evidence before force. Family, protection, freedom. God's children are not for sale. God wins.